Great morning, gang. Let me get some shout outs. Great morning, Thorley. Great morning, Allen. Great morning, Avis. Great morning, Brown. Not sure who Brown is. That got to be Burgundy. That got to be Burgundy Brown. Great morning, Sade. Great morning, Crystal. Great morning, Dudley. Great morning, Tiger. Great morning, Eugene. Great morning, Joseph. Great morning, Kimberly. Great morning, Misha, baby. I love you. Great morning, Tiffany. All right, gang, let's get this party started. You guys know what we're here to do. We're here to celebrate our 1, 2, 3, 4, and even sometimes 5K earners, right? So obviously we're going to kick it off today, and I just want to make sure I have Crystal on. We're going to start it off inside of Virginia, door to door. Crystal, who making money out there?
My camera on, but I don't know why I gotta flip it. Can y'all see me? But this week nobody was a 1K earner, but we got money and we're gonna pick up the pace this week, next week.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, let me say this, guys, right? Because I just want to make sure I give some honorable mentions because, again, less is more out there in Virginia right now. Let's get you inside here. All right. Less is more inside of Virginia. And I definitely want to make sure I just give you guys a shout out because you guys are kicking ass and taking names. I think this is going to be one of the first weeks in a very long time that Richmond is going to hit over 100 sales. And you guys got a nice bonus to be able to make that happen, right? So, obviously, let's give it up for Richmond, right? You guys will be back with a vengeance. All right, guys. I want to move over. We're going to move over to Walmart, Richmond. Wallace, who making money out there?
What's up, everybody? So no one but me. I made over 1K this week. I don't know the amount like per usual because I'm driving. It takes me about an hour to get where I'm going. So I just open the email and go, let's see who's making money, who made the 1K. But I made 1K this week, and you know.
Congratulations. I'll say the amount because, again, I like to give you the respect that you deserve, brother. I want to make sure that you guys know $1,015.75 for Wallace. Give it up for him.
Oh, wow. That was a great job. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right. We got a few others that's going to be training inside of Walmart this week here. So, I mean, we should end the week off pretty strong here, guys. So, obviously, we'll make sure that we keep up the good work there. Good job, Wallace. All right, now let's move over to Philadelphia. Since Talia is not on, right, I'm going to make sure that I give up the numbers for Talia. I want to make sure first and foremost I give it up for Talia with $1,513.75. Guys, give it up for Talia. I want to make some noise for her, right? I definitely want to make sure we give it up for Anthony Sharp. $1,148.50. Guys, give it up.
Go Shark! Go Shark!
Heard a little 50 cent out there. All right. And then we got to make sure that we give it up for this guy, Joseph, $1,659.60. Guys, give it up for Joseph.
Go Joseph!
Listen, 30 to 60 seconds, Joseph. You're up.
Okay. So, thank you guys. I just want to say that I've had a lot of jobs in my life. I had more jobs than my age probably. Before this job, I was a cable technician. Before that, I was doing deliveries. Before that, I was a lifeguard. Before that, I was, but I'm happy because I finally found something that I'm really good at it, and I'm very grateful for this company, Busy Gap, and I'm happy because I finally found something that I'm good at, and that's sales. And I'm really proud of who I am now. If I compare myself with me last year, let's say, I'm so much better. And I know that I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm happy because I'm not what I used to be. So that should be. I hope that's motivational.
Very powerful. Very powerful. Not for nothing, but we've seen you grow, Joseph. And I'm super proud of you as well. I think everybody on this call is, right? So, guys, give it up for Joseph one more time. All right, guys, that does it for our 1K, 2K, 3K earners this week, obviously, right? There should be more on this call. And if you're not earning at least $1,000 inside of your check, then why not, right? I beg you, right, to look at your strengths, right? Look at your strengths and look at your weaknesses even closer now at this point. Find out, it's one of these three things. Are you working a full shift? Are you keeping a great attitude? right? And are you prepared for that field? It's one of these three things. I see Maria right now. She's already at her tent, right? She's already getting to it. She's on this call right now, getting what she needs out of this call, but also not missing any money. That's vigilant, right? Stay consistent, Maria. Great job. Happy to have you back on board with us. That brings me to our message this week, guys, right? All I kept thinking about was how to turn tragedy into triumph. Why? Because we've been having some really trying times, especially here inside of Virginia, but not just Virginia, everywhere, right? Oftentimes we do direct sales. So again, we feel the pulse and the temperature of the people out here inside of the field. If there's something that goes on inside of society, then it's talked about, and we got to address it, right? We may not think of it that way, but we oftentimes have to address it. Like when a favorite show is on, like when Power is on, we got to address it, right? We got to kind of know the characters. You know what I'm saying? Like what just happened inside of New York, with the fires up in Canada and this orange smoke that kind of just engulfed the city. Those are current affairs. But more importantly, something very tragic happened down here inside of Virginia. I'm sorry to say, but a graduating class got shot up and people died, right? People that are just like myself, people that are just like you, and this affected us so much to the point where we had to address it, obviously, right? Because again, we got to get us right before we can get anybody else right, because we know that this is going to come up in conversation. We oftentimes know what we have to do out there in the field. And a lot of times I think of you guys as leaders because you are leaders. I know that I am a leader, so I'm not going to shy away when it's time for me to be a leader, right? And this time it called for us to be a leader. Thank God no one that we knew was actually, we knew some people that was close to the situation, but none of our immediate family was affected by this. And that's a great thing. But were we affected? Absolutely. Mentally, psychologically, we're affected now at this point. And this can be anywhere in the world, but I definitely want to take some time to let you guys know that, this is exactly why I feel like we have such a great purpose doing what we do. Oftentimes when I think about the root of the issue, I think about the fact that, we're helping so many households with just internet, but also the conversation itself, because we're also giving off our example. Many of us know that we are a good example for so many people. When you see people like Joseph now, who has transformed his life and become a better person through this job, that's a different type of feeling. So yes, the internet is great, and we can calculate that in the terms of monetary value, but you can never calculate the value that we're giving just based on us being there, us holding ourselves accountable, us being presentable, us addressing the issue, right? Helping people process the issue and just being a great example. So today I want you guys to take this message with you because you are a great example, each and every one of you guys, right? And obviously, as we go into the weekend, and there's going to be more tragedies that happen, but just know that that's exactly why I feel the purpose that we feel right now inside of this world is to help others. I have a saying that, I will be successful as I help others to succeed. And I believe in that, right? I know the only true way to get what I want, and my dreams are pretty big, guys, is to help more people. Whenever I feel down, now at this time in my life, I think to myself, how can I help more people? How do I get 1,000 people on this call right now? How do I get 5,000 people on this call? I promise you I won't be scared to address you. I will still keep my camera on. I'm ready for what's called the next level because I want to help. And as I help others, I know that I'm going to be successful. That's how I'm going to take care of my family. So you guys as well. And we're growing as well as a family. We're going to be introducing a new layer of leadership next week, something that's definitely going to help us, not just on the sales side, but on the accountability side, something that's going to help keep us inside of our markets to make sure that you guys are making more money, to make sure that it's more plentiful for you, to make sure that you have someone that is more like an accountability partner for the things that you want inside of your life. So I look forward to that. Obviously, keep kicking ass and taking names. I'll see you guys soon. I love you all. Later.